Hey everybody, what is happening? And welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. As you can see, we are back in the wrestling room, and usually when we start the video like this, especially when you can see some holes here in this part of the room, that means we've got some new toys to check out, and that is indeed the case today. We have some wrestling figs and some sports stuff. Let's start out with the wrestling figures. We're also going to be checking out some new basketball singles as well. Here's our first contender. We have the Enzo and Big Cass 2-pack. Let's try to focus a little better here. Walgreens exclusive. This was picked up from the vintage toy store down the road. This was only a $10 pickup. As I've spoken about before, I'm trying to kind of like whittle my collection down and go for like one of each guy that I enjoyed. For as much as people want to, I guess, crap on Enzo and Big Cass these days, go back and watch their like NXT days and some of their Raw run. A lot of those same people crapping on them would mark out greatly for the tag team of Enzo and Big Cass. Here's a look at Zoe there. He's got the tattoos on the hand there, the lips, and the microphone. Doesn't have all of his tattoos. And then there is the Big Cass. Of course, neither of them are with WWE, but I always liked them as a team. They were highly entertaining, even though they wore kind of the drizzling you-know-whats inside the square circle. So for $10, a Walgreens exclusive, that's pretty cool. This new home for that is down back there. I plan on taking some of my other pop singles and probably trading them in, I guess. Like I've got multiple Goldberg figures, so I don't really need the Goldberg pop. Same with Shinsuke. Razor Ramon might make the cut. But I've also got Ric Flair. We have another 2-pack here to check out. The $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and IRS, of course, known together as Money Inc., the former WWF Tag Team Champions, another Walgreens exclusive, and another $10 pickup. As you can see, this DiBiase is different than the original single DiBiase, which is number 41. The number 41 does not have the $1 Million Championship, and the stacks o' cash in his hands there. It's just the black suit. And here's Erwin R. Shyster. Of course, this is Mike Rotunda, the father of Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt. He's got his trademark briefcase there, and his glasses as well. And they highlight IRS on this side, and here's the back. Same as Enzo and Cass. And then $1 Million Man, they really had to squeeze that name in there. $1 Million Man, arguably my favorite heel of all time. I've got a number of $1 Million Man figures. I also have his autograph as well. You've seen that on the autograph wall. But I've also got the Squirt Head, 2 of his Hasbros, and of course the single pop figure. And now I've got the 2-packs. So a couple of really cool 2-packs there. Walgreens exclusives, again, only $10. Let's switch it up a little bit. We'll move into the sports, I guess, toys, if you want to call them that. First up, we have some starting lineups. And let's try to refocus again. Here's a look at the former MVP Mo Vaughn for the Boston Red Sox 96 edition. Of course, if you are new to the channel, I live in Maine, therefore I'm in New England, and I am a fan of the Red Sox and the Celtics, and the Patriots as well. I just don't really collect, I don't collect football cards, and I'm not a hockey guy. Here's a look at Mo. Looks like he's reaching out to take in a throw to first base, and of course they always come with these little cards here, and some of the other ones come with coins as well. Here's a look at the 96 edition Deion Sanders. Who's the biggest name on there? Definitely Griffey Jr. And some more advertising for starting lineup. This was only a couple bucks, so not too bad. I might, thinking about doing a display of like the home team, or my home team, bobbleheads, starting lineups. I do have some of the, I think it's the McFarlane figures or whatever it is. They're not starting lineups, but they're kind of like starting lineups, but they're bigger. So I've got a couple of those. And I also need a home for my fantasy football trophies, so I think my display of empty wax boxes will probably be going away. Next up, taking the mound, we have the Rocket, Roger Clemens, 10th year of starting lineup, 97 edition. Of course, Clemens, he went to the Blue Jays in what, 96, I believe? So this would have had to have been made, I believe, in 1996. I'm not seeing a date there. But anyways, here's a look at the Rockets. Some of these starting lineups, they don't really look like the player they're supposed to be, but Movon and Clemens both do look like them, and there's a look at the trading card as well. And we saw a quick look at the back. No pictures of other starting lineups, just says look for more starting lineup players. And I guess from these teams, and then another advertisement there to join the starting lineup collector club. You know, I kind of would like to see these come back. They're pretty cool. Made by Kenner, of course, back in the day. Kenner made that classic Star Wars toy line. Handful more of these to check out. Next up, we got Noma, as they say in my neck of the woods. Nomar Garcia-Parra. There is a look at his starting lineup swinging through with the away jersey. And there is the trading card there. This is 99 extended series. Again, only a couple bucks. And for some reason, this has a bunch of info, like a long write-up about the World Series, but it does kind of discuss the Red Sox a little bit in there. So pretty cool. Nomar, Red Sox legend, not a Hall of Famer. Had a number of injuries really plague him throughout his career. Towards the end, which is why he ended up getting traded away to, who was it, the Cubs or the Dodgers? I don't even remember where he got traded to now. Final baseball one. Here's one that does not look like the player at all. Here's John Valentin. Obviously not a big name, but a Red Sox nonetheless. And he's got the blue jersey. John Valentin looks a lot more like Jim Rice than he does look like John Valentin. So I'm wondering if they went off of like the picture on the trading card here, because clearly it's a very dark photo. And let me tell you, John Valentin, he is not that dark-skinned. He's actually more like a white guy, to be quite honest. So kind of a weird one there. And 96 edition again, just like Mo Vaughn. But, you know, only a couple bucks to add something cool for display purposes. I probably will be opening these too as well, which is something I don't really do with my wrestling figures. Next up, we have a couple of basketball. First, I saw this for $3, and if you know this channel and you know me, I had to grab it. Rest in peace, Reggie Lewis. 91 starting lineups. Old KB Toys price tag on there for $5.99. This one, again, the skin tone is a little darker than Reggie Lewis, I think, actually was. I could be wrong on that, but get a glance at him at the card there, and then here, so kind of weird. Starting lineups, again, we're not always the most accurate. And do we have two? Well, a bit of a... The packaging tricked me there. I thought there was possibly two cards in there, but here's the coins I was talking about. Really no value to these at all, but I do like my Celtics stuff. Here's a look at the rest of the checklist for 91, and then an advertisement for starting lineup baseball headline collection. Those, I think I had one of those when I was a kid. Those were always really cool. Featured a small printout of a newspaper article highlighting the player in question, I guess. Final starting lineup here. We have Hall of Famer DJ Dennis Johnson, and again, the skin tone much darker than he actually was, but a cool one nonetheless. Again, the Hall of Famer DJ won championships with the Celtics and the Seattle Supersonics as well. There's a look at his pretty plain starting lineup trading card. This one does not come with a collector coin. And what year, excuse me, what year is this one? 1988, so this is an old one. Another good one for only $3, so not too bad. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to, like, possibly venture out into players from other teams, just that I enjoyed, like, at the vintage toy shop, there is a Larry Johnson. I was a big Larry Johnson fan. Who else did he have? I can't remember now. I think he had a Jason Kidd. Guys like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the new display I'm discussing here to just my home teams, or I might expand upon that a little bit. Here's a look at our final things. I'd say we had some cards to check out first. Some top loaders. These are obviously at a premium there. You can see the $5 price tag on them. That is more expensive than they used to be, but like I said, they are hard to find, so when I see them, I gotta pick them up. So we got two things of top loaders there, and we have my first look at some Panini Mosaic. I picked up a bunch of singles off of a seller on Twitter. He is at Corsair Cards. You should definitely check him out. I got a great price on most of these, or pretty much all of these, honestly. They were really, I want to say, between a quarter and 50 cents a piece. Mostly a quarter, and some of them even less than that. So here's a look at the first one. That's a very nice Kemba Walker. You know I love my Celtics. That's going to go in the Celtics PC. And in case nobody else has gotten the chance to see Mosaic yet, here's the backs of them. I believe these regular base ones, it was only like a quarter a piece. He had them in lots. So I got some doubles in here, actually, too, because there'd be like one card I wanted to get in a whole lot, but the whole lot was only like $1 or $2. So I just grabbed the whole thing. Team USA, Patrick Ewing, another cool one there. I like the American flag in the background there. It really makes the player pop in the front. Karl Malone, Team USA. Nothing too crazy here. You're not going to see no autographs or rookie cards or anything like that. Hall of Fame, towards the end of the set, Karl Malone. And there is AI Hall of Fame as well. I was really just, again, I picked up lots, and if I get some Hall of Famers for like a quarter a piece out of Mosaic, I'll definitely take that, because the prices on retail Mosaic is still ridiculous. Here's some pink camo parallels, I believe these were called. Pink camo prisms. These are only like 10 cents a piece, I'm pretty sure. So, no big names out of these ones, but we got Bogdanovich. I just thought they looked really cool. Joe Ingles, Lou Williams, Lauri Markkanen, and then Malik Monk. And then we got the inserts. We've got the Got Game Kemba Walker insert, and I picked up 3 of these. Again, because they came out of a lot. I really only wanted one of them, but the other 2 can go into, like, mystery bags. Same with the insert Got Game Bradley Beal. I got 2 of those, again, out of a lot. I think it was a lot of 6, and it was the 3 Kembas, these 2 Bradley Beals, and then this guy here, who I'm not particularly big fan of, because I'm a Celtics fan. You can figure out why, but I'm glad he's gone. Kyrie Irving, pictured in the gray. I don't think I've ever seen that Brooklyn Nets jersey before. Another Got Game insert. Here's the beard, James Harden, as you can see me in the reflection on these shiny Mosaic cards. Got Game green here, Pascal Siakam. Another decent pickup there. And then I think this is the last of the Mosaic. We have a couple of 1819 prisms, which were part of lots. Old school Dennis Rodman. Actually, the card is in good shape. Don't let that little bit of schmutz fool you. I think it's on the inside of the top loader there. But again, I like my Hall of Famers, so picked up the old school Dennis Rodman insert. And here's our 1819 Panini prisms that were just randomly thrown into some of these lots. Here's a Kyle Lowry silver prism, not numbered. I think that came with the Siakam and like something else. I can't remember. But again, I only paid like $1 or $2 for most of these, or all of these lots, which means I only paid like a quarter to like 10 cents a piece for a lot of these cards. And then lastly, 1819 Prism insert. Get hyped, James Harden. I think both of the Hardens came together, I'm pretty sure. So that's all we've got for you today. Or wait, that's not all we got for you today. We've got 2 more wrestling figures. I almost completely forgot. We got a couple new Hasbros. So here's a look at Earthquake. I missed out on Typhoon at the Vintage Toy Shop. I saw that he had Earthquake and Typhoon. And by the time I got there, Typhoon was gone, which kind of sucks. But I was able to get Earthquake for a very good price. You can see the action still works. I got this for cheaper than it would cost on eBay. And as you can see by his nose and his face, a little bit of paint missing on the eyebrow and a little bit of a smudge on his nose there. But overall, really good shape. And he's got like a pot mark on his thigh there. Really good shape for an Earthquake there. And this one, the legs move on this one too. I don't ever recall the legs moving on these, but even though I definitely had this Earthquake at one point when I was younger. Here's a look at our final item of the day. The, I believe, Series 1 Macho Man Randy Savage. The earlier series, anyways, not the Macho King, which we do have. There's also 2 other versions of Macho Man. There's the one that is the exact same as the Macho King, except it just says Macho Man on his tights on the back. And then the other one is the one with his white jacket with the, like, neon green tassels. That one's kind of hard to find. This is the classic Macho from when he, pretty much basically when he won the WWF title, that old school orange gear with the 3 stars. As you saw, the action does work. Same action as Earthquake. His legs do not move, however. And here's a look at the back. A little bit of a, I don't know what this is here. And I don't remember if it's supposed to say Macho Man on his bum here or not. It does not, but as you can see, there's got some scuffs and stuff to it. Not in perfect condition, but a pretty cool Macho Man nonetheless. So now that will do it for this edition of Headlocks and Hot Packs. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Definitely would appreciate that. And sub to the channel yet if you have not. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Our next non-gaming video will be ripping some packs. We got a wax box of 89 Topps in search of some rookie cards. So don't want to miss out on that. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you next time for some more Headlocks and Hot Packs.